difference. It's Amari Cooper's...
All right, Larry, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the New England Patriots. Ready to go now. Stephen Gostkowski for the Patriots as we are off and running in Foxborough. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
The thing I like most about Derek Carr's game is not just the right arm and his touch and his ability to find receivers. I think it's his calmness, and I think that transmits itself very well to the rest of the team. They feed off of that, and they go out and play with confidence.
First carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Shotgun now for Carr. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward at the 38-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
First down, the run with Lynch. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Second down following the run. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Stephon Gilmore is one of the most coveted players in free agency in 2017, and his move from Buffalo to New England gives the Patriots a player now who loves to play man-to-man press coverage, but also does a nice job in zone. That gives the Patriots flexibility in what they do on defense.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. The first carry now for Doug Martin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Carr. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They are led out by a man who needs little introduction at this point. Well, no introduction. Now 5-time Super Bowl champion Tom Brady.
And we keep hearing from people who are waiting to see the drop-off in his play. I'd quit worrying about it. I'd quit looking for it. He says he wants to play until he's 45. Is there any reason to doubt him? His skills have shown no sign of declining.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Allen's got it over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. On play action, now Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tahir Whitehead coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. 42 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Rob Gronkowski, he's the cowbell of this offense.
So good that you just can't call him a tight end. You call him a special receiver. Can often line up on the backside of a formation and be the primary target. And no one has more fun in this league than Gronk.
And he's got room. Look at this spin. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
They go play action here on first down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dante Hightower coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
On second down, here's Carr. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Third down, Carr, and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. Brady now on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Brady throwing on second down. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady going up top. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And now here come the Raiders.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
They start the drive with Lynch. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Fielded at the 20. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 1st down, Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. To throw again. Brady. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. So completion on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd. Throwing is Brady on third down. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up fourth down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. And making their way back out there now, the Patriots defense. And we're going to get a peek at some of the hits that have helped them get this first half lead.
And you know how the best hits happen? By being really good on that side of the ball.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
Following the penalty, Lynch. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. Plenty of scoring here already. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment defense.
All day, every day, any day.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
All right, so first down, 5 yards to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
They run again on first down, Lynch. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there, it doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off. Didn't have to knock anyone to the side. Didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
On second down, Lynch. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. No, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now Eric Decker and company getting ready to go again on offense. Second quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part. But they're winning, so maybe they've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess.
And they found other ways, haven't they? Because the receivers would tell you, offense needs to run through us, but they're managing to get it done in this ball game without having to actually do that. I wouldn't expect them to stay silent for the rest of the game, though.
Yeah, you got to think that his first catch is coming at some point. Brady now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's into the clear. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen, James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that third touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Gostkowski for the point after. And that will make this a 16-point lead. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Cook has it left side. And that one results in 35 yards. Lynch running the counter. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Lynch. He's to the 10. And brought down down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
They'll run. Martin. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Brandon, as a defender, after a big running play against my group, I'm actually happy to see a draw play. Why? It takes a little bit longer to develop, and that gives me a chance to diagnose it and get to the play quickly.
They try again with Martin. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Carr. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Adrian Claymore with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And this one is right through. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team, helps them start their comeback.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. So they'll give it here to his running back. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. We're just 2 minutes away from sending you to Orlando for Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report, so don't forget about that coming up shortly.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a halftime without him, and we thank him for doing the highlights. Let's go get a snack.
Pass incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
False start, offense.
That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. From the gun, Carr. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he completes it to Jordan Nelson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Lynch. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Again, it's Carr. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down, Carr. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. 10 yards still left on second down. Throwing again. Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now Eric Decker and company getting ready to go again on offense. He hasn't had his usual star-studded performance so far, but still the second quarter, and they're still up on the scoreboard.
And sometimes even as a decoy, you can have a big impact on the game, and that's what we've seen thus far. They're still able to get it done. They found other ways. They haven't had to utilize him as a top priority just yet, but you know he's waiting and available.
Yeah, now the question is, how will they utilize him here? First and 10. Here's Brady. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
On second down, here's Brady. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first down is Brady. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Second down now after the pass completion. Brady to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The wideout Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they give this time to the tailback. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, back to you.
Never mind, Larry. Forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the 3rd quarter of action already. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 1st down, Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Fresh set of downs here. Here's Brady. He's got Allen. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. So tough to stop Gronk. And oh, look at the catch by Gronkowski. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Now a handoff looking right. Open space inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. 25 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. From the gun, it's Brady. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free, and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They go play action here on first down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Adrian Claiborne able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, here's Carr. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Carr. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And a big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
The point after try for Gostkowski. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Here's Carr to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
The Raiders on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Carr going to try and throw on third down. Lets it go for Nelson. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. Brady now on first down. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. New England on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Brady on third down. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time.
And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Wait, 20.
And to give this time to the tailback. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. New England on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 17. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. He'll have the wind at his back here in the 4th quarter. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Carr now on first down. This one caught left side by Cooper. That one goes for 24 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Watch right there, watch right there. Now, 185.
Shotgun now for Carr. And Cook has it left side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4. It's second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Watch the out, watch the out. Where's it up? 180. Hey, watch that. Check right, 50.
Now Carr. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 21. Good enough for an Oakland first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
First down, Carr. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Red zone opportunity. Gives to Lynch on the draw. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. The Raiders on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Carr. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And his kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Matthew Slater to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
New England on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So it'll be first down here after the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.